Hi everyone, it's me, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Kingworld, Lita here, and today I'm going to talk about, how we gotten past the whole Talkback tool. Now, on Google Android, and most likely on Apple iOS as well, there is some kind of tool which is made to help the handicap, mostly the hard of hearing, the hard of seeing, the deaf or the blind, to help them work the Wisespeaker smoothly. Only the downside is that it handicaps the Wisespeaker. You have Talkback, which talks back to you, but that's the only thing it should do. It should only talk back and tell you what you're doing, but it shouldn't stop you from doing all the things. So anyway, you go into Google Play if you got Google Android. Now, if you have Apple iOS, you might have to go to Apple Downloads, I guess, or something. The Apple Shop. And if you see something that says Essentials or Centuries or whatever that French's borrow word is, whatever the English, anything that has to do with handicapping, and you don't need it, take it off. Take the toll off. Because I'm warning you right now, if you don't need Talkback or Screen Reader on there, all it would do is handicap the Wisespeaker and make it hard for you to work it. It will make it hard for you to either give or take calls, give or take tides, give or take interwires, get on the interweb if you need to, download or upload something if you need to, go to updates or settings if you need to, or just anything else you need to use your Wisespeaker for, or make a film. It's going to make it hard to do it. Now, a lot of folks are going to come up with all kinds of forgivenesses for it and say, oh, well, you haven't learned how to work Talkback or Screen Reader. That's not true, because there is a Talkback setting on Windows and Mac OS and Linux and Chrome OS and Firefox OS. Hell, there's even a Screen Reader tool too. And all it does is either read to you what's written on the websites or tell you what you're doing, but it doesn't stop you from working your reckoner. So, yeah, Google and Apple just do not know how to make a screen reader and a Talkback tool without handicapping Google Android or Apple iOS. Now, let's say you are someone who is blind or deaf, or has hard of hearing, or, is half deaf or half blind or whatever, then need be a screen reader and Talkback tool would be helpful to you. If you understand by going into it and setting it up that it's going to make your Wisespeaker harder to work than it would have been, And if anyone just wants to have a tool that tells them what they're doing or read them things, then that tool should not handicap you from running anything or doing anything on your Wisespeaker, whatever happens to be Google Android or Apple iOS or whatever running layout that a Wisespeaker happens to run off of. So I took the tool off. I went to Google Play and I took that tool off. And I'm never putting it back on. Now, don't ask me how I even got into it the first time, because I don't know. I just know one day I was doing something. I guess I wanted to upload a film, yeah, and somehow I get myself in a Talkback. Now, how I got myself in a Talkback this last Sunday, was that I wanted to, shift the loudness up. And somehow that made Talkback come on, which I don't understand how the hell that even happened. The first time, who knows, 2-with time, but there will be no other times. So, yeah, I'm just warning you folks about that. And I'm just telling you why I took it off and why I'll never have to deal with that ever again. Now, a lot of folks out there might say, well, why would Talkback or Screen Reader even want to come on? Why would any of those things make it think it needed to come on? Who knows? To be earnest with you, I don't know. You never know what makes these tools want to come on. And it isn't like I was going around and that I hit something I shouldn't, that I went into something and I didn't know about it. No. It's just, oh, you're uploading a film and next thing you know, Talkback shows up. And you think that you can just tap it away, but that's your mistake when it does come up. I don't know why it thought that day it needed to come up. And I don't know why when I amped up wanting to make it louder while I worked on the loudness setting, why Google Android thought the Talkback needed to come on. I don't know why it thought that. But now it can never ever do it again because I took those tools off of Google Android. And if I ever get a new Wisespeaker one day, whenever that's going to be, many years from now, sundry years from now, I would say too, I will take that tool off of it as soon as it's set up. Because I'm not going to, because I know that it's just going to, it's only going to happen again. And a lot of folks out there will say what they want to say, you know. They can say whatever they want to say. They can believe whatever they want to believe. But I'm telling you, if you want to make your Wisespeaker harder to work and have a harder time doing things with it, then Talkback and Screen Reader seems to do something like that. And you might ask yourself and say, well, if they made a tool for the blind and the deaf to help them work the Wisespeaker, whatever be Google Android or Apple iOS is a running layout for it, why would they make it where it handicaps anyone from working it, they're handicapped it or not? And the answer is, I do not know. I do not know why Google and Apple somehow just cannot make a screen reading tool and a talkback tool without making it handicap you from doing all the things you want to do at the Wisespeaker. I don't understand at all. Need be someone who makes Wisespeakers or someone at Google and Apple. Maybe they know why they made it make Talkback and Screen Reader behave the way they behave. But I don't know. All I know is that I don't have to worry about it anymore. So if you have Google Android, then go into Google Play and take it off unless you don't need it. If you have Apple iOS, you might have to go down to Apple Shop and whatever they call it, take it off unless you truly need it. Unless you understand that by putting the screen reader on or putting Talkback on, that it's going to make it utmost harder to either make or give calls, make calls or take calls, give or take tides, give or take interwires, get on the interweb, shut down, start over, go in the updates, go into settings, or film, shoot likenesses, or whatever. It's going to make it utmost harder to do any of those things that you could do if you didn't have the screen reader or the talkback setting on. All right. Give this film a like, share and playlist it, and we'll see you later.